Hey, good morning. How you doing? This is Simon / Captain Australia wearing my lovely necklace given to me by this beautiful little girl about 4 years old, I reckon, Phoebe. So still wearing that, Phoebe. Thank you. It is dope. Thanks, Phoebe. Shout out to my mate Archer, by the way. Hope you're doing well, Archer. So I am at the Bunyip Community Social Hub. I've slept here in this little cot, and I've slept well. So thank you for the lovely hospitality, kindness and welcome of the people of Bunyip. And I toddle out and get a bit of breakfast shortly, and then I'm going to hit the road. Oh yeah, so this is a... Barry, you with me? This is a bop-bop-a-diddly-dee, Captain Australia brief update. Boom boom. Sonia, g'day Sonia. Hoodie, Captain. Howdy, I'm guessing that might be. You look great with your new necklace. I don't just look great, I look dazzling. I don't even know if dazzling covers it. Like, I might be, when I wear this, I might just be the handsomest man in the world. It's just, you know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be unhumble, but, I mean, I'm just so dope. Wow. I'm fly like Superman. Denise says, good morning, Captain. Not long to go. Australia loves you. Well, thank you. Kaz, good morning. So today, the plan. Brief update. Cindy says, good morning, Captain. Glad you slept well last night. Safe walk today. Thank you. It's never completely safe, but it's never massively dangerous. So if it was safe, I'd be on a holiday, not an adventure. Colleen says, good morning, Captain Australia. Good morning, Colleen. So today I head to through a few little towns. Garfield, Tynong, sorry if I say any of these wrong, Goon, a name that I quite love, and then Packenham. And thanks to the Valley Motel at Packenham, I have a safe place to sleep there. So they wrote to me last night and said, we see you're coming to Packenham. A bunch of people have written to us. We love what you're doing, and we'd like to offer you a room. That's a delight, Thank you to such a lovely, kind, ethical, decent business for doing that, volunteering up a room. That's wonderful. And thank you to all you people for writing ahead. Oh, my earbud just died. I hope you can hear me without it. Sorry about that. So I stuffed up the recharging of my earbuds last night. So, fiddly-diddly-dee. Packenham is the end goal, and I get to meet a long-time follower whose name you will have noticed in the Facebooky comments, T Kaz. Now, T Kaz has made, like, over the time, at least 3 daily donor dares of doom. Insidious, evil ones, maybe even more. Let me cast my mind back. T Kaz was responsible for the pink hair, pink beard. Yeah, and lovely. I agree with you, Bonnie. The kindness that we're all seeing is just wonderful. It's healing, I think, for not just for me, but it's just a reminder of who we are, really, because I think we've come away from ourselves, much in the same way I did after cancer. I broke away from myself, and maybe I never entirely knew who I was or had created who I wanted to be, but I certainly wasn't centered. And I saw a lot of distorted things and learned a lot of distorted lessons. So kindness reminds us of who we really are. I love it. I'll talk about T Kaz in a second, just keeping up to date on the comments. So pleased that you'll be meeting up with them, says Sonia. Yes, indeed. Shelley says, morning. I've shared your journey with all my friends. Thank you. Anybody who does that, sharing, propagate stuff, or if you put up like a little poster in your community or anything, or get on Reddit and flog the message boards there or whatnot, anything that you do, thank you so much. Call your local radio station. It's really, I mean, we're at 130 grand. We've made 130 grand, and that's great. But I'd love to, as I roll into Melbourne, I'd love to just see it push up and achieve that goal. But that depends on the media. It depends on awareness and support. Shelley says, morning, I've shared your journey with my friends. Would love to see more followers join up. Come on, guys, do the same thing. You bloody legend. Kaz Murphy says, I've been rallying the troops as well. Kaz, you bloody crazy thong lady, thank you. That's not T Kaz. T Kaz is a different Kaz. So at Packenham tonight, I'll be meeting and probably taking a meal with T Kaz, who's been a long-time supporter, responsible for many creative daily donor dares of doom. So pink beard, pink hair, that was her. Wearing ribbons all through the hair, which I'm doing again today in honour of that. That was her. I think I had to talk like a pirate for a day, and that was T Kaz. So it was like, R.I.B. Captain Australia, what a mess that was. Communicate only in song for a day. That was a train wreck. That was so hard. So I'd be giving you a morning update. Here we go, it's a morning update. How you doing? Gonna walk to Packenham today. And just making songs up. It's always easiest if you think the song. It's like a game of Spicks and Specks if you ever watch that show, actually. So you think of the tune of the song and then you just add the words like, let's sing. Here we go to Packenham, here we go to Packenham, gonna walk all the way to Packenham today. Anyway, that was terrible. There was communicate only in the voice of bloody cartoon character, Elmer Fudd. Be very, very quiet, I'm hunting rabbits. That was a mess. So we're going to meet that individual, and if they're not shy, I'll share them with you. Because you need to see the face of evil. I think we've seen so much kindness and goodness. It'd be good to see the face of evil. Bonnie says, I might share with my friend who has a radio station. Good on you, Bonnie. And I'm hoping we can shoot you way past your goal, says Sonia. Well, that would be lovely. Again, the goal's arbitrary. It's just a number at the end of the day. But it's nice to achieve the goals. And, at the end of the day, when it comes to pediatric cancer research, more is better than less. Yeah, but it's all about helping one person, saving one child. Kaz says, Kaz, please do it. Captain needs as many people to rally around him coming into Federation Square. Hey, if you are in Melbourne or near Melbourne and you'd like to do something weird on the 19th, come on, put your underpants on the outside. That's not a requirement. If you're shy and you'd just like to come along, just come along. Alexandra Gardens, 10 a.m. We'll be hanging out there, having a chat. And then we'll cross over to Federation Square at noon. But yeah, so almost at the end. This is day 80. This is the 80th day of the big walk. So I've been on the road for 11 weeks. Jesus. And in 4 days we'll be done. And we won't be completely done. I'll, keep in touch. I'll do a stream every day or something and shave the beard off and, just show you how I'm easing back into life. I mean, a lot of people have been concerned that I won't be able to transition back without some struggle. That I'll be prone to, a bit of a depression, a bit of the blues. But, I don't think that's going to be. I think I'm stronger in every way that strength matters for a human being. And, we'll see if I'm right, if that holds true. And if it does, there's maybe a little bit of hope in that. The trajectory doesn't have to be what you would expect. Anyway, Packenham. Goon, I think, is my favourite name of the day, so we'll check that out. I'll do a little stream from each place. So, Garfield, Tynong, Goon, and Packenham. So throughout the day, I'll come on and say good day and tell you what's going on. Sonia says, that's amazing, 80 days of walking, mighty powerful, Captain, cheers. Kaz says, might just see me again, look for my footwear at thongs, lol. Gotta walk in my comfy shoes. Well, they're not shoes. You do understand that thongs aren't shoes, they're footwear, but they're not shoes. Bonnie says, wow, that's absolutely amazing. Cool. Thank you. So I'm going to go finish getting dressed up. So I'm wearing the brown Desert Warrior Captain Australia uniform today. And I'm going to go and visit, there's a local coffee shop, which I think they had kindly offered breakfast. So I do have some coin of the realm if required, but it's very kind of them if they want to feed Captain Australia. That's lovely. So thank you very much for your kindness and interest. I'll get those earbuds charged up. And I do have to bear in mind that if I meet any likely or unlikely candidates, I might have to challenge them to a battle rap. And if I do that, I'll try my best to film it. Probably not stream it, just film it, because, sometimes the streams poop their pants. Hi, Captain, says Gail. You're looking well rested. Wish I lived in Melbourne this week so I could be there at the end. Well, you can be there virtually and in spirit, Gail, if you're not busy on Saturday morning. I'll make sure to completely stream everything and try and do my best. So there'll be at least a few people there with me. So what I'll do is when I stream up, instead of like clipping it to my chest and completely stuffing it up like I did in Orbost, I'll get one of those great friends to do a bit of camera work for us, yeah? Okay, so all the very best. Thank you so much for your time and interest. This has been a Captain Australia morning update. Bloody awesome, Bazza. Kyle, I really hope the big corporations get behind you, Simon. I think the TV channels and radio stations should donate a decent amount as well. All I need from the TV and radio stations is the coverage. You get a little bit of coverage, bang, the donations go straight up. But the corporates, any corporate entity chucking 10 grand or something on there, that would be bloody wonderful. But so far there hasn't been a single, I mean, there's been small businesses, some wonderful small businesses. I mean, you've got the donation of motel rooms, like the Valley Motel at Packenham. But you've also got, there's like, you know, little plumbers, for instance. You've got a grand here, a grand there. There's a family even, I think, back in Kenmore who dropped $8,000 on the charity. That's remarkable. But yeah, a corporate, you know, with somewhat deeper pockets, that could just push us way over. So I just have to live in hope of that. If it doesn't happen, I'm proud of what's been achieved here. Yeah. Win, lose or draw from this point forward, I like what we've done together. Alright, so I'm going to go and have some brekkie. Going to finish getting dressed and go have some brekkie. All the very best. Have a lovely day. What day is it? It's Tuesday. I'll be in Federation Square on Saturday. And we're kind of already in the Greater Melbourne metro area, but I'll hit the actual city. I guess is Dandenong the start of Melbourne? So it's Packenham, then Dandenong. And then somewhere around Mount Waverley, and then somewhere around South Bank or St Kilda. And then onward into Fed Square. All the very best. Much love. I'm so grateful for your kindness, your interest, and your acts of support. Anything that you can do to share these last dwindling days of the war, just to get that extra bit of exposure, or even just ripple it out there into the world a little bit more widely, that would be a very kind thing. I understand each of these towns and communities have their own Facebook communities and bulletin boards and all of that. If you know about these things and you're willing to post, you can take any pictures that you want from the big war, any words that you wanted to use or repurpose or add your own, and just, if you were to promote it a little bit, that would be a wonderful thing. You'd be helping, you'd be serving a charity, and you'd be doing something that I'm sort of largely incapable of doing because I'm such a buffhead. You know, I'm shy, I'm no good at self-promotion, and I don't like doing it. And there's also just all of these Facebook communities, I don't, you know.
G'day, my name's Simon, excuse me. I'm walking to Melbourne, and
you know, but if somebody else, loud and proud, Captain Australia, it's wonderful. It's like in Orbost, there was this guy, his name's Peter, he was going ahead in this car, pulling out this massive Viking horn and blowing it and bringing people out. It's like, it was remarkable and wonderful. So, you know, if you're willing to do a little bit of that for the big war, good on you. Thank you. Anything that you can do is a wonderful help. Oops, we've missed a few comments before we go. You should be proud, Simon, says Kylie. Well, thank you. And Sonia says, yes, we need big corporate businesses who have more money to share around. Getting one or two wouldn't be bad. Janelle Fowler, so if you know your local Harvey Norman manager or something, the owner of Red Rooster or JB Hi-Fi or whatever, a business big or small, and you wanted to go around and talk to them or write them an email or something, can't hurt. Janelle says, I can't believe there's only 4 days to go. Gonna miss you. I'll stay in touch, my friend. Bonnie says, great news, is going to share on his radio station. Oh, lovely. Awesome. That's wonderful. Thank you. I'll be meeting the Packenham Gazette at some point today, I believe, too, for an interview. Sonia says, that would have been an amazing experience with the Viking horn. It was, but I was being followed by a fire truck, an SES vehicle, and led by a police escort too, and had a gaggle of children all around me. That parade at Orbost is going to stand out in my mind for the rest of my life. Gail says, be proud and promote this for the kids. Thank you all, Tony. Good morning, Tony. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Garfield. It's not that far down the road. Then Tynong, then Goon, and then Packenham. And I'll stream from those places. All the best, and I'll try and get some photos too. All the very best. Take care of yourselves.